Sharvati Mataji, I'm leaving now. Thank you. Hare Krishna. I made you host.
Yes, Hare Krishna Prabhu. I'll start with the Mangala Charan prayers. Om Agganatimirandhasya Gyananjaya Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhistam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Namo Vishnupadaya Krishnaprasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatpradeshattarine Vanchakalpatarubhascha Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namaha Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So Hare Krishna devotees, I'll just share my screen, give me some time.
Sharvati Mataji, any problem in playing it?
No, sorry, Prabhu, just give me a few seconds. Now I'm able to. It was not downloading. Just give me a few seconds, Prabhu. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Nanda as the person to whom make the connection with Lord Chaitanya and the six Goswamis.
Mataji, is the volume on YouTube the maximum?
During the I had it prearranged. We had a virtual Vrindavan Yatra visit.
Is it better now, Prabhu?
And participating.
It's the same. It's okay. This lecture is the lecture on Raghunath Das Goswami. Is it correct?
From Delhi.
We are continuing with the lecture last week.
What the different parts of Vrindavan virtual.
Okay.
And at the end, there was something like 130 devotees from China participating virtually because they have this facility on Zoom. You can have a simultaneous translation. You can see something on the screen, and they just click the Chinese button, and the translator can translate simultaneous with the speaker. So they don't have to hear the speaker; they can just hear the Chinese translation. So during the questions and answers, one of the Chinese devotees, one of the accomplished members of the China Yatra, asked a question: how come we don't hear so much about the six Goswamis? And that's part of what inspired this topic during this visit in Phoenix, because it's not Kartik month, but it's a good topic. It's a good topic to help us connect with Lord Chaitanya and his mission and his message. And, these super elevated personalities who were totally dedicated to Lord Chaitanya, and through that dedication to Lord Chaitanya, dedicated to Krishna, Radha Krishna. They're important persons for us. And important that we understand them, their mood, their contributions, and all these different things that we've been discussing. So last night, we had a really lively discussion. It was really nice. So let's see if we have some discussion today. We have one hand way in the back. We have two hands. Oh, our host. You take the microphone first. Whoa. We're going to give the host first.
Thank you, Maharaj, for a wonderful 6-day, series. It was very enlightening.
Hold the microphone closer.
To know about more about six Goswamis. So the question is we usually we worship deities, and we have their pictures, and how do we make sure? I mean, how do we make sure that while we worshiping Lord Chaitanya, Nityananda Prabhu, and deities, but at the same time, how do we pray that so that we can get mercy and qualities of this exalted personalities as well? We don't forget about them, because six Goswamis are there, and then there are others in successions as well, like Narottam Das Thakur and so many other personalities. How do we?
Well, we're doing it. We do it by doing what we're doing. You hear about them, speak about them, remember them. Minimally, their appearance and disappearance days, twice a year. And when we have those opportunities to remember them, speak about them, hear about them, read about them, share, offer prayers. So when it becomes a regular part of your life, those things that you hear and chant and about regularly are things that you remember regularly. That, in other words, they take a place in your heart. And I feel a service that a person like myself can do for others is from time to time do some special focus on a personality or another, or like this, the six. So that's a response.
Thank you, Maharaj, for your question.
Okay, try. He's going to do something. You speak. He'll adjust. Yes. Yes. Yes, I know.
If we're glorifying, why isn't it that we specialize on stating the part of the blessing, aspiring for the Lord's feet, Shri Guru and the Vaishnavas, Narottam Das, things like that.
Is your question, why did we do the first few verses? Is that your question? Because I'm planning to do that Tuesday. I just add, just for your information, I knew this was a short, that there's not so much about Raghunath Bhatta Goswami's life like there is about the others. And so I added this just this morning with the idea that on Tuesday, we'll sing the song together and cover the verses together, the whole song, on Tuesday. Okay? Yes. The only, not that I'm aware of, other than a reciprocation of love. The reciprocation of love could be 2 minutes or 2 days or 2 weeks. I'm not even sure the duration was 2 weeks. I have to go back and very carefully look. But for some period of time, it was reciprocation of love. That's the significance. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, the answer to your question has to do with transcendental emotion. And the science of transcendental emotion is sorrow is an ecstasy. Material sorrow is not an ecstasy. Transcendental sorrow is an ecstasy. Feelings of separation is an ecstasy, although it looks really sad. And you can study that. There are many places where that is described. One of the places is it's touched on in Nectar Devotion, and where it's touched on in Nectar Devotion is expanded in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. But the principle is it's an ecstasy. It's a secondary rasa that enhances the primary rasa. It doesn't cover over, but it seems to. The primary rasa becomes eclipsed, and the secondary rasa becomes prominent, but it's nourishing the primary rasa. That's the science of secondary rasas. Yeah. We have a microphone up front. Who has the microphone? Is it working or not working? Okay, just speak and let's see what happens. Oh, look at that, it's working now.
So the Lord will always reciprocate any divine love you show for him. So why does he, leave Gadadhar Pandit crying as, he moves on to Vrindavan? Gadadhar Pandit was showing, true love by, following Chaitanya.
There's different varieties of love. Is that allowed or not allowed? There's varieties of love. And so, love and meeting and love and separation are two varieties of love. And there are different types of separation and different types of meeting. So there's varieties of those varieties. But it's all love. It's all ecstatic. Now, from your estimation, your yardsticks say that wasn't nice. And from a transcendental perspective, it's very nice. Because love and separation intensifies the feelings. And relationships, here's another fact. Relationships always have both. Real relationships always have both. Meeting and separation. And it's a great spiritual science how they work. But it wasn't insensitivity. It's an ecstasy. Gadadhar Pandit had taken a vow. He had taken a vow with the understanding that Lord Chaitanya was going to stay in Puri. So he took a vow to stay in Puri so he could be with Lord Chaitanya. But it's a vow. And not only the vow to stay in Puri, but to worship the deity. And he left. And now here's another, just for your pleasure. I mentioned already Haridas Pandit. Remember that mention? He never heard, persons wouldn't say anything bad about Vaishnavas before him because he wouldn't hear it. And they respected him so much. If they had something bad to say about a Vaishnava, they wouldn't say it before Haridas Pandit. Haridas Pandit gave Diksha to a lady. In Vrindavan, that was not, some people wouldn't like that, but he did it because she was so exalted. And not only that, after she achieved a very elevated state of spiritual perfection, he sent her to Puri. He sent his female disciple to Puri to worship deities that Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya had no one worshipping, including a Shalagram Shila. Ladies don't worship Shalagram Shila in Puri. And he sent her to worship Shalagram Shila of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya in Puri. And she did. And some people went, hey, what's going on? That sound. And she did anyways. And she spoke the Bhagavatam very, very beautifully. And many people came to hear from her. And many persons became her disciple. And, so listen carefully, there was a pastime where annually there's an event where many Vaishnavas go to the Ganga, where the Ganga flows into the ocean, and they take their bath in the Ganga on that particular week or period of time where the Ganga flows into the ocean. She wanted to go, but she couldn't go. Why she couldn't go? She was given an instruction to worship the deity of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, so she didn't go. Same Jagannath Puri, different circumstance. And then most amazingly, she was given an instruction, I can't remember exactly, in a dream or something. Go to there's a ghat, a bathing ghat, very near to her home. Manasa Ganga. Take your bath at midnight. No one will be around. She took her bath at midnight. No one was around. The whole of Manasa Ganga started to rise, carried her in waves into the Jagannath temple. And when she reached the Jagannath temple, there was a big festival because it was Ganga Sagara, that big festival that was going on at the mouth of the Ganges flowing into the sea. And there was a big kirtan, and the big kirtan woke up the pujaris. They didn't see the big kirtan or the Ganga that had flowed into the temple room. They just saw this lady standing in the middle of the temple room floor. And they thought, she's here to steal jewelry from the deities. They put her in jail. And she was laughing. The king had a dream where Lord Jagannath chastised him. Your people have put my dear devotee in jail. You go immediately, get her out of jail, fall at her feet, ask for forgiveness, take initiation from her. And your people that locked her up. So that's what he did. He released her from jail and requested initiation. And she smiled and said, Jagannath has such a wonderful sense of humor. Now, that's a nice story. Ganga, later, she became known as Ganga Mata. Ganga Mata Goswamini. Now, in Jagannath Puri, this is like, you don't do stuff like that in Jagannath Puri. They're very rule conscious. You're aware of that, right? Yeah. She was breaking all the rules. And she's, she had an order from her guru to not leave Puri, to just worship the deity. She can't get up and walk away from the deity to go do something she wants to do. So back to Gadadhar Pandit. He had taken a vow. And Lord Chaitanya didn't want him to break his vow. Vows are not meant to be broken. Vows are meant to be upheld. So then it becomes service and separation, which is an ecstasy. To you, it looks like that wasn't fair. And to a transcendentalist, it's ecstasy. And then when Lord Chaitanya came back, he was so happy. After separation, then again meeting. With that understanding, you can then better understand the love that Krishna had for the gopis when he left Vrindavan. It was increasing their love for him. Hare Krishna. Anyone else? Oh, he did he? Oh, I'd like to hear that class. Send me the link. I'd like to hear it. Anybody else in the room would like to discuss something? Anything online? No? Okay, we're done. Thank you very much, Prabhupada Ki.
Hare Krishna. So with this,
intelligence and learn the skills most relevant to your career path. Click the link below to register.
Hare Krishna, devotees. Sorry for the delay today. So with this, we have completed the lecture that was played last week. So any of the devotees
सारी ट्रेडिंग स्ट्रेटजीज
Would
का
you like to
बाप है।
share
ये
anything
सारे
from today's
सीक्वेंस,
lecture?
सारे टाइम फ्रेम्स और सारे टाइप की मार्केट कंडीशंस में इजीली एग्जीक्यूट होती है। और बेस्ट पार्ट इस स्ट्रेटजी की ये है कि ये आपको मूव्स
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Mataji, your video is playing, it seems. The ad is showing. Not showing. We can hear.
It was somebody else. I muted that devotee.
Oh, sorry. Thank you, Prabhu. Sorry.
Yeah, thank you, Mataji. I actually missed what you said. Can you please repeat what you said, Sonali Mataji?
Nothing, Mataji. I could hear some random stuff, so just mention. Oh, sorry.
Okay, about today's lecture, what I actually liked the most was Maharaj answered the question which last week Sweta Mataji had asked about Gadadhar Pandit, that how could Chaitanya Mahaprabhu leave him crying like that, which Kumarika Mataji also explained very nicely, because breaking of a vow is not allowed at all. But apart from that, Maharaj also explained another beautiful thing about loving in separation, what it truly means. And he mentioned that it was not actually a case of insensitivity, it was a case of ecstasy. So that part I liked very much. Anyone else would like to comment anything for today's lecture?
That part, even for me, Hare Krishna Mataji was like I never saw it from that angle, that it is ecstasy basically, and not the way we see it. So that was really nice.
Yes, Mataji.
And
Yes, Mataji, you want to say something? Yes, please.
I mean, it was just a thought that many a times in these past times, even till the Goswamis were there, which is not so long ago, like few hundred years ago only. It's not too. So that time also, if something wrong has happened with any devotee, great devotee, or something, there were exchanges of Jagannath with the king. But we don't hear any such thing now, at least in last 100 or 200 years ago. So how should we take it, or how should we see it? That was my question.
Yes, Mataji. In fact, my understanding is because the Kali Yuga has started, in fact, 600 years ago it was started, but with the passage of time, maybe the impact and the effects are more. But I do not know whether that's the correct answer. Umarika Mataji, would you like to answer Sweta Mataji's question? Hare Krishna.
Mataji, I really do not know that there are indications from the Supreme Lord to the pure devotees even today, but maybe they are not revealing. The pure devotees don't want to. Like Prabhupada also had all these indications. He used to just see their deities and say, why is Radharani and Krishna are looking so tired? What are you people doing? Then the temple president will come out with he will say that I had this idea that many people are visiting late at night and they are not getting darshan. So I extended their time of darshan to 10 o'clock instead of 8:30. So like that, in Prabhupada's case, at least in Lilamrita, we have quite a few. Not that he wanted to expose that his intimacy with the lordships, but it was just revealed as a matter of course, sometimes in very funny ways. Giriraj Swami Maharaj wanted to, he was in a dilemma whether to join ISKCON or not. And he was a very new devotee, so he was assigned the cleaning the vessels, including the puja article, the vessels, everything that he had to clean. And every day, that was his job. And Prabhupada was visiting the center. He didn't know. He said that if I know that Prabhupada has got a direct connection with Krishna and Srimati Radharani, then I will commit my life to him. But I'm not convinced. All these people are saying that he's a great person, but I don't know. I have never met him, but let me get an indication. And he was just nobody, so everybody was going to greet Prabhupada at the airport, brought him, and he came to the temple, and Prabhupada saw the deities, and he asked a question, who is cleaning the vessels now? They said Bhakta, some name, his original name I didn't remember now. So Bhakta George or something like that. Then he said, ask him to do it properly. Radharani is not pleased. And because of his, actually that so much of churning of the heart, he was not paying attention to the cleaning of the vessels for the past 2 days. So Giriraj Maharaj, he was amazed, and then he then decided that yes, he has got a connection with the lordships. I will commit my life to him. So it might be happening, Mataji, but we may not be knowing much.
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji.
Very
Thank you
nice.
for telling this, the incident which happened. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yugal Kishore Prabhu, would you like to comment anything from today's lecture? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. No, Mataji. Thank you so much, Mataji.
Okay, thank you. Hare Krishna. Chinna Keshava Prabhu, anything from your side? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji, Leonard Prime. Mataji, I like that when Mataji has put in jail, and then Puri Jagannath has given dream to that king, and he has realized that, and he took initiation, and that incident I like very much. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhu, it was very nice, very, very inspiring. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Shamkun Prabhu, we would like to hear from you as well. Hare Krishna.
One quick thing, I don't know if I missed it. During the pastimes of while Maharaj was narrating the pastimes of Raghunath Bhatta Goswami, did he narrate about the Sri Rama Pandita? Anybody recollect that?
No, Prabhu.
No, yeah.
So one of the pastimes with Raghunath Bhatta Goswami was that when he was coming from Varanasi or Kashi to Puri, on the way he met a very ardent devotee of Lord Rama. He was just called Sri Rama Pandita. And he was carrying many items with him. And Raghunath Bhatta Goswami was going along with some servants. And Raghunath Bhatta Goswami offered, you are an elderly person. Why are you carrying so much? My servants can carry it for you. So they carried the items of Sri Rama Pandita. Then finally, Sri Rama Pandita and Raghunath Bhatta Goswami, they reached Puri. But when they reached Puri, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu embraced Raghunath Bhatta Goswami, but he did not even look at Sri Rama Pandita. Like he just neglected him. And Raghunath Bhatta Goswami said, he's a nice devotee of Lord Ramachandra. But the thing that happened was Mahaprabhu detected that although he was a devotee of Lord Rama, this Rama Pandita wanted to become one with Lord Rama. It is not that he wanted to serve Lord Rama. His sadhana was to become uh, achieve that impersonal realization with Lord Rama, and which Mahaprabhu didn't like. So that is one other pastime of Raghunath Bhatta Goswami, number one. And number two is that almost, I don't know exactly whether Raghunath Bhatta Goswami was not yet born, or maybe he was very young. It was at that time that Mahaprabhu met Tapan Mishra on the bank of the Padma River in Bangladesh. I think it's near Dhaka or somewhere there. And years later, when he took sannyas, so at that time he was a grammarian, and years later, Mahaprabhu met Tapan Mishra, the father of Raghunath Bhatta Goswami, at Kashi. So it was very important that the loving feelings of Tapan Mishra towards the Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu arose at a very early stage in the life of Raghunath Bhatta Goswami. And Raghunath Bhatta Goswami carried forward that. The reason I'm saying this part here is each of us also have met some devotees, have come in contact with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his followers. And somehow we need to give this love for Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to the next generation. If not anybody else, at least to our family members. And if we don't have any family members as such, then we can go give to others also. As a teacher or a person who's organizing things for the Vaikunta Kids Patashala in Bangalore, in the SNGM temple. Sometimes what I see here is amongst the children, the certain basic things that we typically think, like say, for example, number one, the recitation of the Guru Ashtakam prayers, the Tulsi Arti prayers. When I ask the children of the devotees to recite it, they mumble at it. It means they know the tune of it and they just add their own words in between, which means a systematic effort to make the child learn these is not there. And some parents would say, why should I do it? Maybe when they become older they will do it. But we can also look at it a little differently. When the parents involve themselves in teaching children these basic things, like the prayers, the morning prayers, etc., then it is sort of a catalyst for the relationship between the parents and the children to develop, because the child will ask questions and the parent will lovingly answer the questions, and that way the relationship develops further. Another thing that I see here is the culture, that when like say, for example, when a teacher comes to the class, they have to pay obeisance. I don't see the children in the classes doing that, and I have to keep reminding them often about it. So in other words, for all of you who are having children and who do something there, uh, in a gentle way, not in a way of forcing a child, but in a nice, encouraging way, please give elements of devotional service to your child, just like Tapan Mishra was instrumental for Raghunath Bhatta Goswami. Please do something in your own house for your own children too. That's it. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. Very nice points as usual. So we can end the session today. We will resume tomorrow. Vancha kalpataru visha kripasindhu bhaivacha patitanam pavanebho vaishnavebho namo namaha. Anantakati Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.